I really want to try and get back into routine. Good morning, friend, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very relaxed vlog. I want to take you guys through my day, a few snippets here and there. Just got out of a 2-week long sick spell where baby got ill, and then I caught what he had. Okay, let me give you your own microphone then. As I was saying, no, you can't eat that. No, don't eat that, please. As I was saying, baby boy ended up catching something, and then I ended up catching it afterwards. So I really just needed time to recover from my last video. I really want to try and get back into routine. I'm going to try making some fun recipes. We're going to try getting out of the house. The season we just came out of, it felt like it was never ending. But we made it to the other side, and somebody over here is healthy. I'm healthy. We're happy. And yeah, so at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. Yes. Alrighty, so let's jump right into breakfast, and I'm going to show you guys what I'll be making. Also, guys, I'm so tired. Like, I don't know if I look that tired. I probably do look pretty tired on camera. I am so tired. I actually got up this morning at 5:30 because I wanted to go to the gym because that's part of me getting into routine, but I was just too tired to even record. By the halfway point of this vlog, I really hope that I've woken up, because your girl is, yeah. But we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna try and slowly get into the swing of things again. Okay, let's do it. If there's one thing that I am always learning over and over again, and has definitely been cemented over these past couple of weeks, is that the only constant in this motherhood game is change. Just when you feel like, okay, I found my rhythm, things are starting to stabilize, something shifts. There's a new phase, there's a new challenge, there's a new milestone that your baby has passed, and suddenly you're learning everything all over again. You're learning how to thrive, you're learning how to survive, you're learning what this new phase requires of you. And I honestly thought that by now, over a year in, for some reason I really thought that I would have had it all figured out. Honestly, this is going to sound a bit silly, but I actually thought that by the 3-month mark, I would just feel like, you know, everything was just back to how it was before I became a mother. I honestly feel like motherhood is an art. It's the art of learning how to hold space for mess and chaos and struggle and confusion, at the same time holding space for the beauty of the experience, the joy of seeing your tiny human grow and experience the world for the first time, the love, the laughter. It's holding so many different things at the same time, being tired, but also just being so happy and so content. I'm starting to wonder if maybe the point of all of this, that maybe thriving in motherhood is not just getting used to it, but it's to allow motherhood, to allow the whole process of meeting and raising these tiny adorable humans, to allow that process to change me over and over again. In all of this change though, I am learning to love the small, predictable parts of my day. Washing dishes, folding laundry over and over again, washing tiny hands, packing things away, only for them to be pulled out again by those very same tiny hands. It is repetitive, but there is a quiet comfort in it, if that makes sense. I think for stay-at-home moms, one of the challenges can definitely be in it feeling boring and it feeling repetitive. itself. Motherhood in itself can feel already just loud and unpredictable, but routine is like that quiet thread that is holding everything together. Some days feel small, they feel mundane even, but then I try to remind myself that this is the good stuff, man. The ordinary moments that I'll one day wish I could relive, the ones that seem to blur together now. This is my life happening. These repetitive day in, day out tasks are my life. They are what make up very precious moments of my children's childhood. Something I love about routines, as repetitive and as mundane as they can sometimes feel, is that they do ground us. They give us something to go back to when everything feels like it is so up in the air, so unpredictable. Your routines are always there, and for me, there is comfort in that small part of my day that feels like I have some type of control over, that I can go into these tasks knowing what to expect and feel accomplished in them. Alrighty, it is about an hour or more than an hour since we started making the pancake batter, and then I thought baby was tired, but he actually wasn't tired. So he didn't want to take his naps. Then we went outside and we played for about a good 30 minutes, all while the pancake batter was just chilling. So he doesn't seem like he's ready to take a nap just yet. So I'm gonna try and he's currently playing. I'm gonna try and get the pancakes done, hopefully. But it just made me think of how I have definitely been struggling. I still struggle ever since I became a mom with the reality of how the only constant is change. Like I thrive on like predictability and routine and what people call boring. I can really get into my groove day after day and just start to enjoy being like doing the same things over and over again. But having a baby, having a toddler, like I've heard this before, and I'm sure if you're mom, you've heard this. Thank you. We're currently playing with raisins on the floor. But the only constant has changed. Like for the past 2 weeks, when both of us were. Oh, sorry, I thought he tried to eat it. And I'm like panicking. The only constant has been change. Thank you. Okay, can I give you your own mic? How about that? No? Okay. Still soft. Since somebody does not want to sleep, we're just gonna go ahead and have well, I'll have breakfast and he'll have his lunch. I'll add a bit of yogurt to this, and then hopefully afterwards he is ready for his nap. Is breakfast done? I added some of the Lancewood cinnamon bun yogurt, which I love with these carrots. And then baby also got some yogurt. This is the yogurt I added. I love this flavor so much, especially with oat pancakes. It's delicious. So I have put baby down for his nap. Let me actually just check the camera because sometimes I'll be putting him down and he sounds like he's asleep, but he's not. He is on one nap now, which has been, I think it's been good. I think it's definitely allowed me to have more structure than I used to have when he was taking multiple naps. I don't think I'm ever going to be one of those easygoing people that just, with or without a schedule, it's all good. Like, I think I'm always going to be a bit type A in that regard, and that I like having some sense of predictability in my day. And kids and babies and toddlers don't care. They don't care about what you like and what you don't like. They care about what they like and what they don't like. So I made myself a cup of tea and I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this cup of tea, maybe watch a vlog, watch some YouTube for about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes at most, and then I'll head back to the kitchen and just clean up and then get started on dinner. I'll be showing you guys what I'm making for dinner today. We want to go to the park later on and my husband is off of work, so I do want to have dinner done earlier. I don't have to worry about that when we come back. Something I heard another YouTuber say, another like mom homemaker YouTuber talk about, and she spoke about how, you know, in all other industries, like you get a lunch break, you get a tea break, more than one tea break, right? And being a stay-at-home mom, though, you are expected to be on from the moment you open your eyes to the moment your child goes to sleep at night, and you literally don't even give yourself any break. Like, we go to the bathroom and our kids follow us to the bathroom. Can you imagine, like, in a corporate job, them literally expecting you that whenever you go to the bathroom, take your laptop with you and then just continue working in the bathroom? It's so funny. Like, we would call that toxic if it's being a stay-at-home mom. Work round the clock, you know, constantly from the moment you open your eyes and the moment you close your eyes, and nobody's like, maybe go outside for 15 minutes without your baby or your babies following you and get some fresh air, or maybe have a meal without worrying if your child is eating, if he's done eating, or what he's getting up to. I have definitely been trying to be more intentional about that. I think it's really helped me, especially with my eating. I know that I was so disorderly in my eating, and a lot of the time when we think about disordered eating, we think about not eating enough, or just obsessing over calories, for example. But disordered eating can also just be eating too much, or you using food, especially as Christians, we do know that gluttony is a sin, or using anything else in the place of what God should be to you, like relying on anything else that is not your faith and trust in Jesus to get you through the day. It's not the best life. It's not the life that I think God calls us to. And I think I was using food for that. And that's why I'd say my eating was disordered, because I wouldn't sit and eat big meals, but I would consistently be eating through the day. Every hour I'd be having something 200, 300 calorie worth, sometimes even more. And I'd be so confused as to why am I not losing the weight? Why am I not losing weight? I don't understand. Am I special? You're not special. You're not special. Like, you just are always eating. And I would eat as I think a way to just kind of cope with the stresses of trying to adjust to being a mom, being a parent. Like, I don't think I'm fully adjusted yet. I still think that I'm still in very much an adjustment period. In an adjustment period, you do get stronger over time. And I think that's something else that same YouTuber had mentioned about stay at home mom life, homemaking life. You get stronger. I think in the beginning of anything really, it can feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to be hard and it's going to be hard forever. And I think that is rarely true. I think the more you do something, the better you get at it. And sometimes it takes years to get, a lot of the time it takes years to get stronger and get better at it. And that's the same thing with this mom life really. Now I've lost my train of thought, but I was just talking about how I realized that I have such disordered eating, that I'm consistently eating to help manage my emotions through the day, to help manage my stress. And I'm also eating as a form of entertainment. Honestly, that was also something, because I realized as soon as I put structure into my food, I felt so bored. Like I remember telling my husband, being like, why do I feel bored with my days all of a sudden? And I could not figure out what changed. And I remember just it hitting me one day. I think God revealed it to me, where it's like you used to eat as like a dopamine, like I don't know what the science behind all of that is, but I used to eat for that rush, and it would keep me stimulated. You know how sometimes you pick up your phone and you get that rush and you just find yourself just always picking up your phone when you're bored. That was like what eating also had become for me, that I would just eat to sort of like stimulate my mind. Bringing back hobbies, be that reading, be that like coloring. I like coloring in, painting, all of those things. Hopefully my washing machine is not too loud. She really likes being the main character, but that's just a little nugget of food for thought. If there are habits in your life that you're trying to break, for me, it was just not just trying to figure out why I couldn't manage my weight, not just telling myself that like, okay, just stop eating and just exercise, but just kind of figuring out, why do I feel the need to eat even when I'm not hungry? Why do I consistently feel like eating? Having those designated eating times during the day where I'm eating mindfully, like I have a meal, this is the time to eat, and I've finished my meal and I'm good. If it was a good and balanced meal, I should not need to eat for the next 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 if it was like a really good meal. Just doing that has been such a game changer, because I used to eat to the point where I'd be uncomfortable at night before going to sleep. I didn't like that feeling, but I also felt like I couldn't stop myself. So it was just a toxic cycle. Having breaks in my day where I can eat mindfully, being aware of the fact that there are other ways in which I can make my day more exciting, that are better for me and better for my baby. So we can do crafts together, we can color together. Well, I can color and he could break the crayons or whatever. Going out, little things like that are much more healthier ways to keep yourself engaged and stimulated through the day, especially as a stay-at-home mom. Let me not waste my entire nap talking to you guys. I want to chill, watch some TV, and then I will join you guys again when I start on dinner.
But remember, don't hesitate to call on me for anything. Like you said, a human being, I want to make you take that chance. Things have been different for me.
So for dinner, I'm going to use these pork fry chops to make a pulled pork and bao bun situation. Bao buns, I'll be making them from scratch as well. You guys will see that later. Whenever I see an extra section of fat on my meat, I do like to render out the fat and then use its own fat to cook itself in, if that makes sense. From what I've managed to research and gather on the internet, it does seem that, we're not afraid of animal fats anymore, and actually seed oils might not be the best for us. So that's why I've started trying to bring in some more animal fats and steer a bit further away from the seed oils. Now that the pork is cooking, I'm gonna make some bao buns. I think it's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna make some bao buns so that I can like pull the pork apart and then serve it with the buns as well as some cucumber and salad. So I've only made bao buns once before. Hopefully it comes out good. I think it came out really nice the first time and it's really easy to make. It's like an Asian steamed bread. I've only had it a couple of times at restaurants. Yes. You also want to say something? So at this point, I am panicking because my buns did rise, but they all stuck to the cloths. In the process of removing them from the cloth, a lot of them deflated, but the ones that were covered where they weren't in contact with the cloth did manage to rise pretty well. So that's just a note to self for next time. The day has finally come to an end. Whew, it's been a day. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get onto the couch and eat my dinner. My husband is currently putting baby boy down to sleep. While I was cooking, he had dinner, and then now it's his bedtime. It's like, what time is it now? It's like to 8 now. So I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I have my dinner. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy this little vlog, and I'll see you guys next week, maybe, hopefully. Bye.